Let me start with, of course, the NFL regular season. It's now underway. What visibility do you have on whether the betting handle on pro football will be more robust than what we saw last season?
Well, if Thursday night's any indicator, we're off to a fantastic start. We had big year-over-year growth and a ton of interest in the new player markets, especially the touchdown markets that we were putting out there. We had over 641 pre-match markets. Same thing again tonight. We traded over 1,300 live markets last night. So just more content, more fun stuff to bet on, and a lot of year-over-year growth.
How does it compare with what you're seeing from prior years? If Thursday was any indicator, how do you kind of project out? Especially now, we were kind of talking about it during the commercial break. Clearly, the NFL is hitting new markets. The Packers are playing in Sao Paulo tonight. What does that mean for you?
Well, I think it's fantastic that the NFL is expanding globally. I think it'll be great for interest in the sport. Obviously, we're very focused on the U.S., but I do think the more global interest in the sport is just something where a rising tide lifts all ships. And really, I think it's just part of the overall trend we're seeing where more and more people around the world are getting interested in things internationally. You see the same thing in the U.S. where a lot of the betting is occurring on sports being played overseas. So I just think it's more and more of the world being globalized and people being, having more access to things. And NFL's great content, so you put it in front of people and they're going to enjoy it.
Couple of cheeseheads here on set.
2 out of 3. We'll
Shonali
take it.
is a Green Bay Packers fan. I love when
I hear.
I love, Jason, when the U.S. legalizes things that people are doing anyway, in the dark. But I wonder how concerned you are about a rise in gambling problems, people taking money out of retirement accounts, charging up credit cards. I mean, we hear more and more of these stories. It's obviously an addiction for many, many people. How does DraftKings deal with that problem?
Well, I think it's a very important topic you bring up, and one of the major reasons why it does make sense to have a legal regulated market. We have tens of millions of dollars that we're investing in responsible gaming every year. We have almost 100 employees working on it on their own. 100% of their job is responsible gaming. And so, it's something that we're really putting major investment into, and we have a number of different ways that we approach it. We have tools that we give to players where they can set limits for themselves. We have models that we build that help us understand and flag risky behavior, and we have a player protection team that is trained to have targeted conversations with people when those models, set off certain flags. So I think it's a real important part of having a legal regulated market. In an unregulated market, you're going to have no protections of those sorts for consumers, and people will just sort of be left to their own devices. And I think that, in the legal regulated market, not only are those requirements, but they actually become competitive advantages because people want to play in a place that they perceive as doing the right thing by customers and doing it in the right way.